What is up, my fellow beasts? Welcome back to a new video. Today I want to share with you my top 10 most underrated guns in the Call of Duty games, and this was a hard video to make because there are way more than just 10 underrated guns. Now, what am I talking about? What is an underrated gun? Well, it is pretty much a good gun, a great gun that gets no love, that was left forgotten, that no one uses. Obviously, these underrated guns, even though they are good, they're not as good as the overpowered guns, as the guns everyone likes using, as the popular guns, whatever. Otherwise, everyone would be using these instead. But, you know, they're very efficient, they're very good, and in my opinion, anyone can do well using these bad boys. Now, as I said, it was hard to make a list with only 10 underrated guns in the Call of Duty games. I had a huge list, big enough to make like 3 or 4 videos. But I was like, man, I can't have more than 10 guns on this list, otherwise it's gonna be too big. So this is what I did to make this list only have 10 guns. First of all, I decided to not choose any guns from the futuristic Call of Duty, so you will see no laser beams, nothing of that crap on this video. And another thing that I did was, pretty much I decided to just choose assault rifles and SMGs. These are the easiest, I guess, types of guns to use. That's why they are the most popular. And I also decided to choose 2 LMGs. So you will see at least one gun per Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4 until Call of Duty Ghosts, which was the last, boots on the ground Call of Duty, in my opinion, the last good Call of Duty. So let's start off this list, ladies and gentlemen. At the number 10 position, we have the G36C. I decided to go with some COD 4 gameplay for this bad boy. I know it's also available in Modern Warfare Remastered, but I wanted to have some old school COD 4 gameplay on this video. Obviously, the G36C is outused by the M16. That's what everyone uses. When they're not using the M16, camping their balls off, they're using the M4 or the AK-47. And to be honest, those are 2 great choices. And then the G36C gets no love. And, I'm sad because it is my favorite assault rifle in COD 4 and in MWR. And, I mean, it doesn't have a high fire rate, I guess, like the M4, but it's pretty close to the M4 in terms of how well you can do, and it has less recoil than the AK-47. Maybe the AK-47 does more damage, I believe. The G36C is a little bit more weaker, but it has less recoil, so it is easier to use, I guess. But for some reason, it gets no love in these 2 Call of Duties. Next, we have the CM901 from Modern Warfare 3. This is also an assault rifle. This bad boy is a very good assault rifle, unfortunately. In MW3, you know what the nerds wanted to use 24/7. Nerds just like using the ACR 24/7 when they were going for the nukes with their little slaves, dropping ballistic vests and spamming UAV so that the sweaty nut could, get the MOAB. And, then people also liked using the M4, the AK, the G36C, which is funny, in MW3 it was used a lot more than in COD 4 and MWR because in that game it is in a default class. And when people were not using assault rifles, they were using the MP7 or the PP90 M1. What I love the most about the CM901 is the reload. It has a sexy, unique reload, so when I am running around with this bad boy, if I can get a kill, I start getting an itch or whatever because I really gotta shoot a motherfucker so I can see that sexy reload. I love these guns with unique reloads. It makes them special and it makes the gameplay a little bit more spicy and more delicious to watch. Next we have from World at War the DP28. World at War, an old school Call of Duty. I love this game. So for a very long time I thought the DP28 was actually called Dinner Plate, but it has some weird Russian name or whatever it is. I will not try to pronounce because I would probably completely butcher that name. But it's a great LMG. It's actually an LMG from World at War. It's a great LMG that for some reason no one really likes using. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty dope to have a little dinner plate. So when you're going ham, slapping little jimmies, destroying delicious little jimmies, you can immediately put them on your plate and eat them. But you know that people use the MP40 24/7. That's what they want to use, or the Thompson, which is what I used most of the time. The Thompson is my favorite gun in World at War. Then there was also the PPSH, and people also loved using the rifles. So I guess this LMG didn't get love in World at War. I do really love the look of this gun. It's pretty funny to have a dinner plate on top of it. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Next we have from Call of Duty Ghosts the SA-806. This is another assault rifle, and I absolutely love this bad boy. Every time I use the SA-806, I go ham. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know, I feel a connection with this gun. And at first, my favorite was the AK-12. But then I stopped using the AK-12, I started using this bad boy, and I absolutely love it. But I don't always use the same gun when it comes to Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm always using different guns, so I guess I have a lot of favorite guns, but if I had to choose one, at this point, this one is my favorite. When it comes to Ghosts, all the assault rifles are great. You can use any of the assault rifles and do well, but the most popular are the Remington, the Honey Badger, and then the AK-12. These are the top tier assault rifles. Then you have all the other ones. When it comes to all the other ones, the SA-806 is the best in my opinion. Next we have from Black Ops 2 the SWAT, which is another assault rifle. This is a beast. I love its name, SWAT. I think it's pretty badass. And to be honest, at first I didn't really like this gun because it's a 3-round burst, but you can use an attachment which is called Select Fire, and you can go full auto with this bad boy. And let me tell you something, when you go full auto, oh man, it's a completely different gun. It's like an M27 on steroids. Next we have, ladies and gentlemen, the Mini Uzi from Modern Warfare 2. And you might be thinking, what? A Mini Uzi? That's not underrated. That's just simply freaking garbage. And I guess you're right. If you're talking about the Uzi from COD 4 or MWR, or if you're talking especially about the Uzi from Black Ops 1, then yeah, they're not really garbage. They're just hard to use, and you really need to know how to master those bad boys. But the one from MW2 is actually a beast. And it's a shame it gets no love because it's a very unique SMG. It's an old school beast in the Call of Duty games, and I feel that a lot more people should have used this thing back in the day. It has a little bit of recoil, a little bit of kick, whatever, but it's not as high as the other Uzis. And yo, it's a beast, I'm telling you, man. I love using this thing. Obviously, when it comes to MW2, all the assault rifles are godly. They're pretty good. Then there's also the UMP45, the P90, the Vector. And I mean, the Uzi was just left forgotten. And then it has the name Uzi. Probably if it had another name, people would use it. But it's called Uzi, and and people just try to avoid it like a disease or something. Next we have, ladies and gentlemen, at the number 4 position, the G11 from Black Ops 1. This is another assault rifle, another beast, a very unique gun. It has a very unique reload. It has a very unique look. It looks like a beast. I love it. But it's a 3-round burst, and I guess this is the reason why it's not really popular in Black Ops 1. Because in Black Ops 1, in Black Ops 1, the 3-round bursts are not really popular. It's funny. In MWR, for example, that's all people want. 3-round burst, M16, 24/7. And now we're about to enter the top 3, ladies and gentlemen, and the bronze goes to the little Enfield from Black Ops 1. This is also another assault rifle, and it's a beast. It has a special reload, a unique reload also, I love it. And this gun is just, it's such a little beast, and it's a shame no one really likes using this bad boy. It's not the best, right? But it's very efficient at everything, so it's a great all-round assault rifle. Obviously, people, when it comes to Black Ops 1, preferred using the FAMAS, the GAY 74U, or the AK-47, or the Galil, or the Commando, and the Enfield got no love. At the number 2 position, the silver medal goes to the Chainsaw from Call of Duty Ghosts. Look at this beast, ladies and gentlemen. This is a gun forged for the beasts, man. Look at how this gun looks like. It is absolutely biblical. Whenever I use this gun, I feel like a freaking badass. This is a very unique LMG because you can hip fire only, and it's funny because usually the hip fire is not very good on the LMGs. Maybe that's why people, try to stay away from the chainsaw because you can only hip fire. But it's actually very good, man. It's freaking insane, especially at close, medium range. Oh my god, you will destroy people with this thing. I've been playing Call of Duty Ghosts since it came out, and if I saw 5 players using the chainsaw, it was a lot. Unfortunately, when it comes to LMGs, people preferred using the M27IR with the thermal attachment, and you know, they just like camping with that shit, and they didn't like running around like beasts with a chainsaw. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the underrated guns, the gold medalist, is the F2000 from Modern Warfare 2. This gun got 0 love in MW2. It was crazy, man. Yes, I know that all the assault rifles were godly, the SMGs were also pretty good, but dude, it was pretty cruel what the COD community did to the F2000. No one wanted to use this thing because it had recoil. You know, people just wanted the ACR, the FAMAS, all these guns without recoil. So they were like, oh man, it has recoil? Fuck that gun sucks ass. I'm not gonna use it. It is hard, man. Every time I fire it, it kicks. I don't like it. Pretty much the trick with the F2000 was to single tap. You know, just tap the trigger button. Instead of pressing it, instead of going full auto, you use it like a single shotgun, and trust me, it's a great gun. At close range, you can go full auto, just hip fire and go full auto, it doesn't matter, you will destroy people because the fire rate of this thing is pretty high, but you will waste a lot of ammo if you do that, so you gotta play smart. And the thing I love the most about this gun is that it has a very unique look, and for some reason it reminds me of a Velociraptor. I don't know if I'm the only one seeing a dinosaur when I look at this gun, but that's what I see when I look at this beast, and I love it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the 10 most underrated guns I decided to choose for this video. I could have done, you know, the same video with 10 different guns. You know, it is what it is. I had to choose 10, man. I apologize if I didn't choose the guns you wanted to see on this video, but if there are any other guns that you think are underrated, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you also use any of these guns, or if you have ever used any of these guns, if you are a freaking beast. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.